Idálas deach gan céiribh séasanaíocha. Haid clúicheadar Glasgow City, Amy Muir, Einimichig mar co-skipper Colliery Nechgley Lee Gibson.
It's obviously really special, something that I'm really proud of. When Leanne and the staff told myself and Lee that we'll be doing it together, they're obviously really proud. And yeah, I think it's something that we've maybe worked last season a little bit like that. Anytime Lee was maybe captaining the goals and we had the outfield player doing the captain's role on the pitch. We had a bit of experience of it last year, but it's something nice to have alongside Lee that we can, bounce ideas off each other. I think it challenges me though, in a good way, to maybe step up with some things off the pitch that I'd maybe not be involved in as much, and certainly on the pitch to communicate more, because that's obviously a big thing. We've got lots of leaders in the changing room, more vocal than others, so I think for me it's a lot about leading by example, but of course try to push myself that I can step up vocally on the pitch as well. I think one of the reasons that I've got it through speaking to Leanne and the staff is just how I am, how I train and how I act off the pitch. So for me, if that's the reason that I've obviously been given it, I don't really want to change that too much. Since this club's been formed, it's been really clear the message in terms of putting women first, and from the very start that's always been the case. But within the club, our standards and our morals in terms of being there for people before players, respectable, all these things that we speak about on a day-to-day basis is something that's important for me and everyone really to uphold. So I think the new players coming in are aware of it from the start, but I think first of all we need to see them as the person first. A lot of times these players are coming from far away, different countries. For example, Maba's just came in from Japan, so it's a lot to take in and a lot to kind of shift to change and new culture. So we're obviously here to help that, but I think naturally it's nice that we've also got players that have been here for so many years that know the standards, just know how City are and how they have been for many years, so that's easy to just put around the changing room.
Bharach a hopper an sa skippe, ha Amy gus nachga ciad turis sona clubba.
Yeah, I don't think I really knew how far off I was. Maybe I mentioned last week that I was close, so I wasn't sure exactly how many more to go, but no, it's amazing. I think to obviously hit or be close to hitting that milestone for this club's amazing. Just the history it's had in Scottish football, the team that I've watched from afar growing up, and to now be part of that now and be where I am and to have already played so many games is amazing. The last 2-3 years in particular, the way the league's developed, how competitive it was last year, I expect the exact same this year. It's been so unpredictable. Even when I maybe first stepped up to senior football, when Glasgow City and Hibs were the dominant forces, and it seemed like they always would be. But yeah, the way it's changed in the last few years and the other teams that have been stepping up and just making the league better, it's a lot better to play in. There's no easy games now, so you have to be on it. If you slip up, other teams will leapfrog you, so you need to really be on it each week, and we want to be up fighting at the top of the table again. It was disappointing for us last year not getting what we wanted in the sense of silverware, and we didn't really show the best of ourselves in that Scottish Cup final last year, which was quite frustrating because I think we had more than enough in the changing room to win at least one trophy, so that's been difficult to take over the summer. But we've recruited well and we've started the season and pre-season really well, so our focus is now just game by game and try and push as best as we can that we can be in positions to win silverware this year, because it's so important that the club gets to keep doing that, because the success behind us has been huge. It's really exciting obviously to first of all get another chance to play in Europe. I think we're a bit frustrated with obviously going out the Champions League, because you want to do as well as you can and that competition first and foremost, but I think to have another competition to go into and compete in Europe, play different sides, play competitive games, and a lot of games obviously midweeks and back into leagues on league games on Sundays, so it's something we're really happy that we're now in, so we want to progress as much as we can in that. Previous years, obviously Glasgow City, even back when I was younger, have always been really successful, had so many good years in Europe and Champions League football, and obviously reaching the quarterfinals and doing some amazing things. So I think for us it's about trying to continue that. Now that we're in it and got that chance to play in the Europa Cup, it's important that, especially in its first year, can we maybe make a bit of history and have a good run in it, because we obviously it's a lot of the unknown, especially Wednesday. We don't know a lot about these teams that we face, but yeah, it's a challenge we're really excited for.